Welcome to game night in the PCC on Region Sports Network, streaming live on the internet at regionsports.com, facebook.com/regionsports, and youtube.com/regionsports. We come to you tonight from Boone Grove High School as Morris Motor Service presents one of two semifinal games in the boys PCC tournament as the Boone Grove Wolves take on the Hebron Hawks. I'm Matt Welsand. I'll have the play-by-play for tonight's broadcast, and joining me with color analysis is Matt Willingham. Good evening, Matt.
Hey, good evening, Matt. Good to be back here at Boone Grove. Man, going to be two good games tonight. Excited for this first matchup between Boone Grove and Hebron Hawks for sure.
Yes, thank you for being back here. Boone Grove wins that tip, and they are trying to get past the Hebron Hawks. Starters for the Wolves, we have 5, Andrew Batesel, number 20, Corey Noonan, number 22, Hunter Noonan, 32, Cam Dixon, and 33, Jack Stevens. For the Hawks, Josh Kenda, number 21, 22, Trevor Roy, 30, Peter Saki, 33, Landon Hale, and 54, Ben Kenda. So we are starting this off. Hebron has their possession after Boone Grove not able to connect. So Roy coming back, resetting the offense.
Going to be a good matchup tonight for sure, Matt. You know, I know for Hebron, you know, the number 33 Hale, great shooter, good scorer, right? I know a lot of attention Boone Grove's going to put on him, keeping him in check. And you see the defensive intensity right now from Boone Grove on the defensive end. For sure, Hebron trying to get a good look, struggling to kind of get a good look here.
And it's the defense on the perimeter as Saki puts up a shot. Noonan going the other way. Hunter lowering his shoulder just enough to pick up the offensive foul. Roy taking the charge there, so Hebron defensively stopping it their end.
Yeah, that was a good get back on Roy there, and you saw he set his feet early,
yes,
got there and braced himself well. That was a pretty easy call for the ref there for a charge.
Yeah, Noonan tried to kind of jump over to his left or slide to his left,
tried to sidestep him a little bit.
Could not get there. So
good ball pressure by the Boone Grove Wolves right off at the top of the key. You could tell, too, who they want to leave open and who they want to pressure. Here's Hale with the ball. He can shoot well when he gets going.
Yeah, that's one thing with Hale. He has inside-out game.
Yeah.
So Roy setting up another play, making sure that everyone's getting to their spots. You have Kenda and Hale going down low, and then Hale popping back up. Roy over to Hale. Hale, 3, top, no good. Kenda.
Good box out there by the smaller number 33 there.
Cam Dixon has been one of my favorite players to watch for the last couple of years. He is that guy that is the pivotal role player. If he's on and having a great game, you know that you're going to be okay and within game's reach to win.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's one of those young men, Matt. I've watched him now for a few years, and I don't mean this in a negative way, but you look at him and you don't really expect much on the basketball court, but when he gets out there, I mean, he can shoot. He can jump out of the gym.
He's
His
athletic.
vertical
Yes,
is
he plays boys volleyball within the PCC all conference, so definitely athletic.
Yeah.
He has been doing a great job down low covering the big men.
Yeah. Go ahead. I was going to say I meant that too. He's always just like so even keel. Like he's not an emotional player.
Yep.
You know, so you don't really expect him to do much, but when he gets going, man, he turns it on for sure.
Kenda puts up a 3, no good. Batesel
good outlet pass.
Finding Noonan all the way down the court. And Batesel to the elbow, over to the side to Dixon. Dixon drives baseline. Back out to the perimeter. Corey Noonan.
Good head fake. Leaving it short. Good head fake, though. Defensive battle so far, almost now, 4 minutes into the game, and both teams, Matt, on both ends.
Yeah, not really a
struggling to find a rhythm.
Nothing inside. All the shots have been contested, so
It's kind of like one of those heavyweight boxing matches.
It
Both
is.
these teams are just
Whoever's going to be.
they're throwing the jab right now, trying to feel each other out.
Yep.
And see who's going to give first here. So
that's what they're doing with Stevens on Kenda, letting them play off him.
Yeah.
So there's Saki, puts up a 3. That one hits off the far side. Noonan to rebound. And that is Hunter.
Every shot, you said it, Matt, every shot so far has been contested on both ends of the floor. So that's the joys of the PCC semifinal. As you can tell, both these teams are hungry, wanting this win tonight.
Yes, that's a shot by Stevens, 3 off the back of the iron. Hale will end up with that rebound.
Now, Stevens is one of those players, you let him get 1 or 2 fall. We was talking about it earlier before the game started. If he gets 1 or 2 to fall, he can go off on you quick. Nice block there by
Dixon. Dixon again with the steal up to Batesel. Batesel goes up, attacks with his left and in.
And that's what you said earlier, Matt, about number 32, Dixon there. He's one of those players that he can give you some good hustle plays. 2 deflections there that lead to an ultimate steal and then a layup down low. Nice post move there by the big man.
So Kenda's shot falls and game's tied 2-2 with 3 minutes, 10 seconds into the first. Batesel, 3. Falls
good
short. Noonan, offensive rebound. Passes up to brother Corey, but there's travel. So Wolves turnover. Hebron will have the ball.
If he would have looked down there a little earlier, he had Cam Dixon wide open on that short corner when they, off of that offensive rebound when they kicked it out. Cam Dixon was down there.
And that's one of the things, it's just the instinct of knowing, hey, am I getting it back out to the perimeter? Hale, shot fake, drives baseline, up strong, no good.
Way to wall up. Nice wall up move there.
Rowland checking in for the Wolves and able to get that ball have a tough shot there with the from Hale.
Good defense there by Rowland. That's something too, Matt. You don't see a lot of players need to get better discipline on that. When somebody drives in on you, everybody wants that block.
Stevens to Noonan. Noonan does not fall. Saki and Roy bringing the ball up. Hale, nice curl cut back out to Kenda. Roy to the elbow. Short corner. Kenda back out to Hale to reset. 2 minutes 15. We're tied at 2. Hale to Saki in the corner.
Now he can shoot too if you let him get loose. But Saki, he can definitely shoot the ball.
And he missed a couple here early.
Yeah.
He's kind of hesitant.
Yeah.
I don't want to get him going. So
what they say, shooters got to shoot, Matt.
Everyone has said that. Yes.
You got to let it go.
And there he is. Open step back. Passes to Roy.
Good defense by Boone Grove. Hebron just trying to find a rhythm here, and Boone Grove just doing a good job contesting every pass, getting into the.
Foul's going to be on Dixon.
Got him a little bit with the body.
Roy did a good job of letting Ben Kenda or Josh Kenda cut through, and he just followed that cut and he attacked that basket. So Roy will be at the line. It'll be Dixon's first.
It'll be interesting to see how deep both of these teams go tonight. They both are they have some talent and can go deeper. But it'll be interesting to see as this game goes on and as the wear and tear continues on how both of these coaches kind of sub and use her. And then speaking of that, here comes another one.
So number 14, Hoover checking in for Boone Grove. Number 20, Spencer Winsma for the Hawks.
Justin Hoover's another one of those players, Matt. I've watched him play for a couple years now. Quiet on the court, again with his just his mannerisms and his style of play, but can do a lot of damage quick if you let him get loose on you.
Dixon goes up and in. Shot doesn't fall. Roy passing up to Hale in the corner. There's Winsma, 3-point bucket.
Just in and out there.
So Noonan bringing the ball back up. Rolling, stops, Passes. Dixon tries to go to the elbow, gets it back out to the perimeter. Bench wanted a shot.
Yeah, they
Push
did.
off there. No call, and Kenda gets the rebound. Roy bring the ball up on the right side. Skip pass over to Winsma. Winsma gets that first step. Tough shot, but does not fall. Corey Noonan, the rebound, pushes it back up to Roland. Roland reverse. Layup does not fall. Officials saying it was before the shot was the blocking foul, so Boone Grove ball out of bounds with 25.7 seconds left. Number 5, Batesel checking in for Boone Grove, giving Corey Noonan a rest before this quarter break. Batesel inbounds.
Good little
Nice
curl
little
there.
Curl. Yep, curl to the basket, no good. Hale up to Saki. 15 seconds left.
I'm sure Hebron will hold for the last shot here. They want one good shot.
One good shot, yes.
They've had some good looks, but at the same time, Boone's defense is just, they've challenged just about, with the exception of the 1-3 that was at the top of the key. Boone's had a good job just shot. There's another deflection there. Oh!
Are they going to count it? The ref the far side says that was good.
He said it is good.
Yes. So
he said it is good.
Batesel with the steal.
That's the way you draw it up if you're Boone Grove, right?
That's exactly it. So you are watching Game Night in the PCC presented by Morris Motor Service on the internet at Facebook.com, Region Sports, YouTube.com, and Region Sports and RegionSports.com. We would like to thank Morris Motor Service on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Morris Motor Services in Wanata is proud to be the premier logistics company in Northwest Indiana. Hauling aggregate in the tri-state area, they proudly serve their clients with timely and efficient service. And with their own fleet of modern trucks, Morris Motor Services is able to have vehicles always ready when you are. Centrally located to all major highways in the area, Morris Motor Services is also within 40 miles of every stone and slag yard in the area. For more info, visit mmsitrucking.com or call 219-733-9430.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy.
So, listeners, here's the deal. We've had snow, cold temperature, and technology, but we are doing the best we can with the technology issues on Facebook. Always check on YouTube and Region Sports for the streams if things need to go another direction. And we will continue as Roy goes to the basket, up and in.
Nice bucket there to start the quarter. Both teams, Matt, shooting woes in the first quarter, and it wasn't necessarily because it's bad shots or bad shot selection, but just because they weren't hitting much because the defense was on them. One team went 1 of 9 from the field, another team 2 of 11. Just good defense on both ends of the court right now.
Very good defense and great stat keeping by David Walters.
Shout out David Walters.
He texted me this afternoon and said, hey, do you need me to help out? I said, absolutely,
yeah,
David.
There you go.
Thank you very much. So Stevens with the shot, doesn't fall. Hale with the rebound.
Some of the shots you're seeing, a lot of shots right now, Matt, are just short. And a lot of times that might just be the play of the game. That's a nice corner 3. That's not short.
That was not. Winsma knocks down the 3 in the corner.
But sometimes it might just because these are young men, and it's the semifinals of the PCC. They're tight, right? And so it takes a little bit to loosen up.
That adrenaline.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Finding the best way to play. You have great crowd support here. Rolling back out to Batesel at the wing. All the way back up, moving the ball on the perimeter. Stevens wanted to cut, got to reverse it. Batesel back up top to Dixon. Rolling. Someone needs to move on the Boone Grove Wolves side to get this offense going.
Yeah, a lot of standing around right now. There you go. Finally someone cuts in.
Steven attack, but Hale with the block. Saki bringing it up. Finding Wisma, hot corner. Rebounded.
Had he hit another one there in the corner, this Hebron fan base, they would have erupted on that.
They would have. I would have had to turn down the crowd mic.
There you go.
Stevens.
Yeah, he can hit
shot,
that. Yeah.
Fired. Good.
He can hit them. You can't let him get loose. He'll hit those. Nice move.
Saki.
Nice hesitation.
Looks one way, goes the other. Up and in. 11-8. Hebron on top.
Tempo picking up a little bit. Shots are starting to fall.
Batesel getting into the lane. Hale blocked from behind. Kenda controls the ball out of bounds. Roy bringing the ball up. Skip pass over to Hale. Hale rips through, attacks with 2 Wolves on him, and he'll go to the free throw line.
That's going to be, I think if they call that on number 32, if that's on Cam, that's his second foul. I don't know who they're going to call that on, but it looked like they had him on that foul.
That is it. So second foul on Dixon.
He's a player that Boone Grove needs to keep on the court for sure, Matt. Just a good playmaker for sure. You don't want to lose him in this game.
Hale knocks down the first. They have 21 Josh Kenda and number 5 Seth Weaver checking in for Hebron. And then you have the Noonan brothers returning to the Wolves lineup for Boone Grove. Hebron is on top, 12-8. Make that 13. 5 minutes, 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Noonan uses the screen, passes to Batesel. Batesel finding Noonan down low, passes back out. 3 ball does not fall for Corey Noonan.
Hunter had that spin move back to the left over his right shoulder. He had that spin move.
Yeah, he was.
If he would have went a little bit quicker on that.
He was in position if he wanted to score, but got it out of the paint. You've seen Hale block 2, and he didn't want to be a third.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the presence that you want a bigger man to have, a taller player, affecting shots without even having to do anything.
Yeah. So Hale passes the ball around, down to Kenda, down to the block, and rolls on the back iron. Hunter Noonan relaxes the ball, brings it back up to Batesel. Batesel over to Corey Noonan.
Hebron's ball movement definitely getting better on the offensive end down there.
Yes, you can definitely see that. Right now the Wolves hitting their spots. Noonan goes up, stripped. Hawks on the move. Widma gets the ball back out. Ball out of bounds. Yeah, that pass by Winsma to Weaver was crisp, and then Weaver getting that ball back out. Like that was
you saw him tap his chest.
Yeah.
He tapped his chest and goes, that's my
He's
bad.
like, I kind of just threw that at your foot there.
Yeah. So. I think he saw him so open, he was trying to get it to him quick and just threw it at his feet there.
Noonan, 3. No good.
Says it's off of White.
Yep. Hunter Noonan,
good hustle
Wolves
play.
Leading rebounder, gets that possession longer because he's fighting with Kenda down low. So Batesel the inbounder. Rowland cutting to the basket, gets it into Noonan. Noonan driving all the way into the paint. Nothing there. Finds Hoover. Hoover jumps up and over Hale.
That was a nice little turner. I'm surprised he got that off over him. He elevated really well there.
No fadeaway, just straight up.
Yeah.
Hale to the block, up, no good. Noonan the rebound. Batesel pushes the ball up to Noonan. Noonan stops at the short quarter, back to Batesel. Batesel to the elbow, to the paint, back out. Noonan to Batesel in the corner. He'll take that shot. No good. Roy with the rebound for the Hawks. Wolves press. Saki. Jumper no good.
Good outlet pass.
Outlet pass to Noonan. No call there. Ball out of bounds.
Boone Grove fans didn't like that at all. Looked like he got him. Looked like he got him a little bit with the body, but hey, the refs are letting him play right now, Matt.
He kind of right. He went up strong, waiting for that contact. That contact didn't happen until that shot was either off or not. So Stevens checks in. He's on the baseline, getting the ball in to Hoover. Setting it back up top is Batesel.
You know, sometimes, too, refs know that. They see you anticipating the contact.
Yes.
And sometimes they're not going to give you that call, right? They want to see you just attack the rim and let them do their job.
Shot fake by Winsma, and he'll go up and score. That will put 15 points on the board for Hebron. Boone Grove 8. 2 minutes, 48 seconds into the second. So
you can see some of the players getting a little frustrated on the court. You know, they're not getting the calls down here, and you know, Hebron is getting some calls that they feel like they should be getting. But as a coach, what do you tell your young men when they're kind of starting to experience, you know, that kind of frustration?
My thing, it's always been, if the whistle blows, you can't complain because that's the decision's been made.
Yeah.
I mean, you cannot do anything about it.
You can only control what you can control, right?
Exactly.
And that's a lot of times your pace of play or how you're playing. It's your mind game, you know, in and of itself.
Winsma knocks down that free throw, comes back to the other end, almost had a steal. Batesel to Stevens. Noonan looking to get it inside, driving. Nothing there, passes over to his brother Hunter. Going to be an offensive foul on...
I believe that's on Hunter. They're going to call the over the back on Hunter there, I believe.
Yes. So that would be the body before the shot.
Hunter's had a lot of good looks, Matt. Inside, he's just leaving them a little short.
Correct.
It's almost like he's not getting it up and over. You know, it's hitting the front of the rim. We just got to get a little bit higher because he's got some good looks tonight.
So Wolves looking to press here. Hale gets it into Kenda. Kenda goes straight up with his left and in. Hale extends his arm. Noonan still on the floor there. Tough play, but foul will be on Hale, his first, team first. So Bates will take the ball out from the sideline.
See Hale checking on him. I like that.
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
a young man checking
Class
on him.
act.
Yeah.
That's one thing. PCC has pretty good sportsmanship. Everybody plays hard, wants to be competitive, but at the end of the day, just want the ball game to be within reach for both teams here.
Yeah.
So Stevens back out to Noonan. Noonan had it stripped. Back out to Batesel in the corner three. Long. Hale with the rebound. Coaching staff from Hebron wants Roy to push the ball. Winsma. Driving to the left. Hale, three, no good.
He followed the shot, the way to follow.
Noonan pushes up to Batesel. Batesel layup is good, 18-10. Coach Dean Hill wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Something was on your mind, sir. What was up?
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, Boone Grove in the first quarter and then the beginning of the second quarter, they were getting a lot better looks because they're reversing the ball, using the whole court in the last couple minutes down the court. They're really just playing on half of the basketball court. You don't see the ball swinging, you know, side to side. That's one thing you got to remind those basketball players, like, hey, use the whole court, not just – you're easier to defend when you're only using half of the space, right? So.
And that's it. The spacing is crucial on any offense. It looks like Hebron's able to run a couple different types of offenses to get open and then just attack that basket. That's here. Boone Grove comes to the wing, holds the ball, one dribble, and then passes. So.
And they're getting stuck on that one side of the wing. The times that they've had the open looks, they swung the ball, and I think that's what Hebron's been doing a little bit better this quarter, using the whole court, going side to side, getting some looks. So, but Boone Grove's still in this game, 8-point ball game. Turnover, almost a turnover there.
Almost a turnover there. It is. So Corey Noonan with the steal and layup, 18-12 with 1:07 left in the second quarter. So Boone Grove's defense picking up. Hale finding Kenda. Kenda's left. Falls.
Nice left hand. Nice left hand finish.
Nice soft touch. Gets him a bucket. 20-12. Under a minute left. Bates will skip pass to Noonan. Noonan firing a three. Can't find it on that side. Winsma bringing the ball. Passing to Roy. Roy attacks the basket, but dips that ball down to Kenda. 22-12. We got a 10-point lead by the Hawks with 30 seconds left.
Help side got lost there on that drive there, and that dish was wide open.
That's Batesel going to the baseline, getting it back out to Noonan. Noonan drives, attacks, and good. 18 seconds left. Roy is one of those players, he's a playmaker, getting it to the basket.
Yeah, he's got good speed, good strength. He knows how to handle the ball well.
A floor general.
There he is
again. Going up and in, but that'll be waved off, and we will have an offensive foul.
But you just called it. I mean, you saw him get to the bucket.
Yes.
But great defensive help. That time the help side was in the right spot at the right time that time and put themselves in position for the charge.
We'll see if that Boone Grove magic here will happen again at the end of this quarter.
Can they do it 2 times in a row, man?
They sank it last time, so full court press. Stevens' shot is up. Too high and no good. You're watching Game Night in the PCC, presented by Morris Motor Service on Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Morris Motor Services in Wanata is proud to be the premier logistics company in Northwest Indiana. Hauling aggregate in the tri-state area, they proudly serve their clients with timely and efficient service. And with their own fleet of modern trucks, Morris Motor Services is able to have vehicles always ready when you are. Centrally located to all major highways in the area, Morris Motor Services is also within 40 miles of every stone and slag yard in the area. For more info, visit mmsitrucking.com or call 219-733-9430.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual card, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Hi, I'm Crowell Company's Lantern Man. I'll cover your motorcycle. I'll be with you on the water. I'll be with you on the snow. I'll cover your insurance needs wherever you go. I'll be at Crowell Agency from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. As Crowell Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowell Companies, the insurance professionals in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. With electrical services from Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, you can radiate the perfect amount of light and energy into your home. From rewiring and code upgrades to ceiling fans, lighting, security, and more, Economy Electric Heating and Cooling's trained electricians will make sure you can enjoy your home on full power all the time. For a free estimate on electrical work, call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling at 219-923-4441, and you can visit them on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com. That's the number 4ajobdoneright.com.
You're watching the Homeland Farm Halftime Show, brought to you by Homeland Farm in Valparaiso. Thank you, Homeland Farms, for supporting PCC basketball on the Region Sports Network. So it's halftime. We have Hebron on top over the Boone Grove Wolves, 22-14. Matt Willingham and I are going to be breaking down this first half now. So I'd also like to thank David Walters for providing statistics for us. So, Mr. Willingham, what do we have going on with the Boone Grove Wolves?
Well, I know we was talking a lot right in that first half, but really a good defensive battle. You know, the scoring 22-14 is the shooting percentage is down a little bit for both teams, but it's really because they're just doing a good job challenging the shots.
Yes.
We haven't seen too many wide open shots. There's always a hand in the face. Boone Grove finished that first half shooting 6 of 27 for 22%. Hebron shooting 8 of 22 for 36%. So Boone Grove getting a few more shots. Hebron hitting a few more shots, right? So just that's kind of the ball game right now. Andrew Batesel for Boone Grove is their leading scorer right now with 7. And then Hebron has Spencer Winsma?
Winsma, yes.
Right, and then Josh Kenda. Both of them have 6 points for Hebron. That's who's leading the Hebron team right now. So, again, kind of the shooting woes is just not necessarily because they're not good shooting teams because we've seen both of these teams have good shooters on them. Both these teams can knock down some shots, but there hasn't been, I don't know, Matt, maybe like 5 or 6 wide open shots. I mean, everything's been challenged pretty good.
It's been very well contested defensively. I mean, really, you have Hebron able to go to the line and knock down some free throws, and that is your difference. Going on a little bit of a run there at the end of the second quarter. So Hebron's offense just clicking a little bit better right now for the Wolves. I know if I was in the Boone Grove locker room, I'm going to be either setting up some set plays or making sure they know where the what offense we're running and who should be attacking and shooting instead of me yelling shoot from the bench, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and there's not really, you're not panicking if you're Boone Grove, right? Because their defense is solid. They've done a great job getting some turnovers against Hebron, getting some nice fast break points. They're probably winning the battle on transition points, I would say. So it's just like you said, reminding them, hey, this is what we're running. Hey, use the whole court, reverse the ball side to side. You know, the couple of open shots that I think the Jack
Stevens.
Yeah, Jack Stevens had one there on the left wing that he hit. Andrew Batesel had a couple that he didn't hit, but he was wide open over in the corner, and it came from that ball reversal. Came from moving the ball side to side versus just getting on one side of the floor and staying there.
So we haven't seen much from Stevens or Corey Noonan, their 2 leading scorers for the Wolves. For the Hawks side, really, you have Roy and Hale that have been quiet, but they're putting up those stats that really do matter of assists, right?
Yeah.
I think Hale has a couple of assists looking to go up. Same thing with Roy attacking the basket and finding Kenda.
And then Hale on the defensive side.
Oh, defensive, yes.
Yeah. I mean,
Hale defensively.
3 or 4 blocks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's one of the reasons why Boone does not want to attack the basket as much.
Right.
So
the length of Hebron definitely bothering Boone Grove a little bit in that first half. After I think you had mentioned it, after those first few blocks, they even got hesitant.
Yes.
You know, of even passing open the open shots that they did have because they didn't know who was coming over their shoulder, right? So.
And so you have Spencer Winsma coming off the bench. I mean, he does not have fear shooting the ball, and it's nice to see him coming off, shooting a couple of threes, even making good moves to the basket from the left side.
Right.
Hebron able to get some bench points coming from Mr. Winsma. We're going to take a break. You're watching Game Night in the PCC, presented by Morris Motor Service on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Develop skills that will last for a lifetime with an apprenticeship with the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. The apprenticeship and training program is committed to developing highly skilled bricklayers, terrazzo workers, and ceramic tile setters to provide the construction industry with the best hands in the business. If you are currently working non-union and want better pay with benefits, or if you think learning a new skill with a paid apprenticeship while you earn your associate's degree is the right path for you, visit vaclocal4.org/training to learn more about the apprenticeship program. Are you built to succeed?
Co-Alliance is your local choice for total agronomy solutions, fuel, and seriously local propane. Our roots in the community go back to the 1920s, and if there's one thing we learned as a co-op, it's that when our customers succeed, we all succeed. When you're looking for a better choice in crop inputs, fuel for your fleet, heat for your home, or grain marketing solutions, choose the option that keeps your money in your community. Find out more about what Co-Alliance can offer at www.co-alliance.com.
You've been watching the Homeland Farm Halftime Show presented by Homeland Farms in Valparaiso. Thank you for supporting PCC basketball on the Region Sports Network. We have 40 seconds left till this third quarter begins here.
You know, I noticed Boone Grove coming out of the locker room, you know, something encouraging. If you're a Boone Grove fan, you know, their body language looks good. You didn't see their heads hanging. You know, you could tell mentally they're still in this game as they should be. A lot of time left in this game to only be down 8. It's not bad. It's not a bad position to be in, right?
No, it's not.
I know it's not.
You have.
It's not what you want to be in, but I mean, a lot of game left.
3 or 4 possessions and a free throw getting to the line that you're back into this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if the first half has been any indication, defensively they're right on.
Oh, yeah.
They're hitting their spots. They're getting steals. They went on a run, pushing the ball up after they get a couple of steals.
Right.
And you have Cam Dixon back into the lineup. So he'll still be playing tough with 2 fouls going into this third quarter.
Yeah, getting him back on the court is going to be good for them. It'll be interesting to see how he plays, right? You definitely don't want to see him. He doesn't need to get in foul trouble. Boone Grove doesn't need to get him in foul trouble. And then, like you said, it'd be interesting, too, Hebron, to see what adjustments they made to get Corey Hale going and, get him loose a little bit on the offensive side.
So Batesel gets the ball inbounds, finding Stevens. Stevens puts up a quick 3 and gets it. That's that laser focus by Stevens.
I said Corey Hale. I'm sorry, Landon
Hale, yes.
Yeah, let me correct myself. My apologies. And that's Stevens' second 3 of the game.
Saki corner 3.
Coming right back at
Long shot, no rebound. Batesel pushing the ball up to Noonan. Noonan going up strong and in. And they're right.
5-0 run to start the half. That's what you want to see.
22-19.
Coming right out.
So Hawks trying to come back and attack. Saki moving over to Hale. Saki's open, drives, puts up a shot off the backboard, no good, but Ben Kenda, offensive rebound, puts the Hawks up 24-19.
That was a good rebound by Ben there, and a bucket that they needed.
Dixon's three-point basket does not fall. Hawks collect the rebound, looking to bring that lead back up. Hale being guarded and pushed way out past the volleyball line. Roy able to go inside.
Side.
Yeah, you
good
had Noonan
defense
with that steal. Batesel in the corner. Wolves reset. Stevens shows he's driving, shooting. No good. Dixon gets that
almost
finger on it, but no offensive rebound. Roy with it.
That's that vertical you was talking about to start the game, right? That athletic ability that he has.
Kenda going baseline and scoring. So Josh Kenda now with 8 points. Noonan finding Dixon. Dixon shot, no good. Hale with the rebound.
That was a good look, just didn't fall down for him. Almost off the back.
Roy passed that ball into him, but he turned around. So Josh Kenda, same spot, same move.
Going to work. A little bit of a size differential down there, and the help defense is just getting there a little late. Josh is taking advantage of it.
Shot by Noonan over Hales, no good. Intercepted baseline pass by Kenda. Hales on the run, passing back to Saki. Saki says, you shoot, and he will. 30-19.
Hebron answered that 5-0 run really solid, Matt. Hebron Boone Grove came out strong, went on a 5-0 run. Hebron now taking a nice little run themselves.
That's that blue-collar effort by Josh Kenda going to the block. We'll have some award winners this evening. RSN presents a blue-collar player of the game as Noonan takes a corner three and shoots it. We have a full timeout coming from Coach Hill from Boone Grove. So you're watching Game Night in the PCC presented by Morris Motor Service on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Hey basketball fans, Nitco is excited to be the official internet provider of the PCC High School Basketball Tournament. Whether you're a student, a parent, or just a die-hard fan, Nitco is your home court advantage for internet, TV, and voice. So don't miss a second of the action and call Nitco at 219-996-2981 or visit nitco.com. Nitco, where the love of the game meets the speed of the connection.
Hello PCC, I'm Joe Feller of Heinold & Feller Tire and Lawn Equipment. We are pleased to sponsor this great tourney again. Heinold & Feller has been the go-to place for PCC families since 1958. With our locations in La Crosse and Valparaiso, we are continuing to provide the best in tires, auto repair, and full-service lawn equipment for over 65 years. We carry the brands that you trust from Bridgestone, Firestone, and Cooper to lawn equipment from Ferris, Toro, Bad Boy, and Husqvarna, and more. Come see us soon at Heinold & Feller in Valparaiso or La Crosse.
Welcome back. You're watching PCC basketball on Region Sports Network. The Hawks looking to attack, but there's going to be a foul on Dixon. It'll be his third. So
that's what you don't want to see if you're Boone Grove, getting that third foul that early.
The reach-in foul, yeah. Hale.
And that's one of those fouls too. That's just it's one of them fouls you want to try to avoid.
Yes. Entry pass to Kenda, knocked back. Roy back to Hale over to Josh Kenda. Ben Kenda, offensive rebound. Roy puts up a shot, fouled in the process. So,
right now too. I mean, Hebron came out of that halftime. They go on a 5-0 run. And then you try to wonder, hey, what is Hebron going to do? They answer with their own, I think, 8-0 run. I believe they went on, to answer that 5-0 run. So right now, this third quarter has been a game of runs. And it's going to be, who can now take control of the game and kind of control the pace how they want it to be.
Cam Dixon picked up his fourth foul there, so he went on a little run there, back-to-back fouls.
Yeah, that's not the run you want to do.
He finds himself back onto the bench.
I didn't realize that was on him.
Yes.
When they called that. That is a big loss for Boone Grove in this game. But they've got some good bench players as well who can step in. Nice save there by Landon, but just went into Boone Grove's hands. But good hustle play. Boone Grove sticking with it. A little 3-on-1 there.
Yeah, Stevens with the basket. Hale all over the court. Back to the block and in.
Nice answer there by Hale.
Hey, he's falling out of bounds, coming back, trying to swat the ball back down to the block, and he's going back to the line. So Hebron Hawks are up 10, 34-24.
Right now it just seems like Hebron has an answer for everything Boone Grove has thrown at him right now.
And Boone Grove's answer has been threes.
Yeah,
so if that cools off, they have to start attacking the basket.
Right.
So Batesel bring the ball up. Stevens setting a pick, going back out to the wing. Batesel from the elbow, finding a cutting Noonan. Reverse, no good. It's hard when two Kendas are right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of length there to go inside to.
Saki to Kenda. Kenda throws it to some red, but it was his coach.
Yeah. the right colored shirt to throw it to.
If that was back in the 80s, he would have knocked that down.
He would have splashed that hands down. 11-point ball game.
So Boone Grove bringing the offense back up. Stevens to Noonan. Noonan's three. No good. Rebounded. Hale. Noonan looks around like, where did he come from?
I'm going to call a block. Yeah, he tried to get the charge there, just leaned a little bit.
He was not set all the way, and so Bates will pick up his first. 4 on the team, so 3 minutes, 22 seconds left. One more foul, and Hebron will be shooting free throws the rest of the quarter.
Almost was there. He had just one more step over. He would have been there. He just set too soon, and then
so Roy
did a good job avoiding, kind of sidestepping him a little bit and getting the block instead of the charge.
Roy making the first free throw. Connects on the second. Boone Grove now looking to get past this Hebron trap, and they do. Noonan finding Roland. Roland doesn't want to go up again.
That was a good head fake. That was just another another tall brother waiting there for
us. 6'7" Kenda right there. So Stevens puts up a shot.
He got one Kenda in the air only to be met by another one.
Roy looking. Throwing the ball back over to the sideline.
I think Roy was looking, or Hale was looking to curl there. Roy thought he was going to flare on that screen.
Yeah. Just a misread.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication, misread there.
37-24. Boone Grove inbounds. Batesel sending it up to Stevens. Stevens, corner three by Roland. Roland long. Noonan's rebound is off his shoulder. Hale picks that up. Ball's pushed. Winsma tries to save it, but it'll be the Wolves' ball out of bounds.
That's 2 turnovers in a row for Roy, which is pretty rare to see. He takes care of the ball. He takes care of the ball pretty well. You can see the frustration he has with himself on that second turnover there. I think he was looking for his teammate to cut. The teammate wanted to stop in the corner there for the 3.
So Saki checks in for the Hawks. Noonan attacking the basket back out to Corey Noonan. No good. Stevens' fingertip rebound is nowhere near, and Hebron has the ball. Totally in control of this third quarter.
Yeah, Boone Grove, like you had alluded earlier, they're shooting a lot of threes, Matt, and that's good when they're going in. But when they're not going in, if you don't have another way to score, which they've been scoring by the 3 and scoring by transition points. There's a nice transition bucket right there.
They wanted to push the ball there, and Noonan's shot was good.
And that's really their strength. Boone Grove, when they push the ball, they can, and then they get a turnover right there, stepping on the sideline. When Boone Grove pushes the ball, they're able to catch Hebron, right, and they can get a quick bucket. But it seems as when Hebron gets set in that half-court defense, that's where Boone Grove's struggling right now to run their offense.
They like to run.
Yeah.
So ball out of bounds. And Boone Grove gets to come back trying to score. Batesel stops at the elbow, finding Rowland. Finding Noonan for 3 off the front.
Short.
Hale, another rebound.
He's had a lot of rebounds this quarter.
Yes.
He's got to be getting close to. He might be getting close to a double-double.
Yeah, we'll get him.
We'll get our stat man on that.
We'll get him fired up. Winsma pulls a 3.
Splash.
Sinks it. 40-26 with a minute 10 left in the third. Batesel guarded by Winsma. Noonan in the corner 3. Fires and good. Under a minute left.
Boone needs to get a stop, though. That was a good 3, but you don't want to trade buckets, right? You're down 11.
They need to get a couple of.
Yeah, you got to get some stops, maybe.
A couple of possessions back in their favor. There's a 3 by Winsma, does not fall. Stevens finding Noonan, drives baseline, up and in.
Way to avoid the charge there by that young man.
40-31 with 30 seconds left in the third. Boone Grove not going away. Stevens tries to get that ball but cannot get out of his reach. So Saki in the corner. Comes back out to the wing. Winsma. 12 seconds left. Hale posted up down low. He wants the ball. He gets it. Finds Roy again. Roy attacks. Up and
nice
in.
high shot. Up and over the hands of Mark Rowland. There was a high shot he had to shoot.
It was.
Mark got up in the air really good to challenge that shot.
You're watching Game Night in the PCC, presented by Morris Motor Service on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Welcome back. You're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network. Hebron is up 42-31 going into the fourth quarter. We have our statistic extraordinaire is what I was going for. David Walters, what are some key stats from that second half?
A key stat that he told me about the whole game, Matt, which is really the game. Hebron's 10 of 10 from the free throw line, and Boone Grove yet to shoot a free throw yet this game. So that's a huge.
That is a big difference there. So Roy with the bucket.
That
Batesel.
takes Roy to now. He's got 12 for the game.
Noonan, another three, doesn't fall.
Good back tap there.
You
nice
had Hoover. Hoover able to keep that play alive, but shot doesn't fall. Roy
with 12. Josh Kenda had a good quarter there in the third quarter. He's now got 10 in the game for Hebron.
So we'll have to be picking a Crowd Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. See which one of those guys gets the cape.
Absolutely. For Boone Grove, Corey Noonan with 9, Jack Stevens with 8 right now. So we'll see how they finish up this game as well.
So Winsma goes to the short corner, getting picked up, but Roy able to get a shot off. Hale, the reach in. So it'll be his second. First on the team. That'll bring Ben Kenda off the bench.
Cam Dixon back in too for Boone Grove, Matt. So with 4 fouls, we'll see how long he can stay in this quarter for Boone Grove.
Cam Dixon, senior leader for the Wolves. Jack Stevens shots long. One-handed rebound by Kenda.
Tell you what, man, Josh has been playing really strong this second half.
Yes.
Matt. And there's his 5th foul.
There's Dixon playing hard defense, arms up, but with the body with the push. So he'll be finding a seat. He'll have Braden Schultz checking in for Boone Grove.
You know, and that's one of those fouls, Matt. I know, the Boone Grove fans didn't like it, but with 4 fouls, you don't even want to gamble with that reach around, right?
Kenda's in position.
Yeah.
I mean, you use your body to keep him there as you're on offense. You know he's there.
Yeah.
So Hebron's ball out of bounds. Finding a wide open Hale. 46-31. 6 minutes, 20 seconds left. Stevens to Batesel. Puts up a 3. Sinks it. 30-second timeout called by Coach Hill and the Wolves. So, little run there by Hebron. A great inbounds play crafted up by Coach Grennis, and Hale gets the bucket. I mean, Boone Grove, if they need a montage of scoring here if they want to get back into this game. But really, it's not giving up those buckets that they're wide open at the defensive end.
Yeah, it seems like inside the paint, and particularly in the second half, Hebron is definitely taking control inside the paint there on the offensive end. Again, they got good size, and some of it, though, was just the weak side defense not responding as quick as what they should. Lack of communication, that inbound play. I mean, great call by Grennis there, but to have Hale that wide open as he was, I mean, he was pretty wide open. So you want to see them communicate a little bit better on defense. But again, as they have turned the Hebron Hawks over, a few of these turnovers and a few buckets, you got a single-digit game, quick. So as you see them coming into a trap, but wide open, and that's going to be a foul. The weak side defense just got caught too high there.
And that's it. You had a good trap in the corner, but one good solid pass gets the ball down to Ben Kenda. He's fouled and goes to the line. So Stevens' second foul.
And so here's Hebron again. We mentioned that earlier, going back to the free throw line for the game. And I don't think they haven't missed a free throw still yet, have they? Yeah. So they have to be. I think that takes them 13 of 13 now from the free throw line. Which, as a coach, shoot, you want to see that during tournament play for sure.
A youth right now watching this game, you can see a difference what free throws make.
Yeah, absolutely. 14 of 14 from the free throw line.
Batesel blocked by Saki.
And it's a 14-point ball game, Matt.
And that's the difference.
Again, so if some of these teams, if you go half up from the free throw line, it's only a 7-point game, but here they are knocking down all the free throws. So good job to Hebron by knocking those down.
Wolves working the outside. Batesel skip pass to the corner to Hoover. Back out to Batesel. Spin move, loses it, finds Rowland in the corner. Shot fake, not there. Batesel will put it up off the front of the rim. Kenda rebound up to Saki. Saki's going to peel back to Hale, to Roy. Roy over to Kenda in the corner. Hebron just needs to run some clock, run some good plays here, and they are in control going to the championship game Monday night.
The clock is their friend. Up 14, right? Be patient, get you a good look. Don't turn the ball over.
And right now, it looks like Boone Grove's just letting them pass that ball. They're not getting aggressive in the passing lane.
Going to be a timeout there by Grennis.
Yep, Coach Grennis calling a 30-second timeout. We have the Strachan Van Til scoreboard on Facebook. They are your favorite Indiana-made grocery store. You can also watch other links on Region Sports Network, but I'll try to get some scores here, seeing who is on top on the girls' side of the bracket.
That's going on tonight over at South Central, right? Right now?
Right now, yes. So there are other live streams, and
now is there play-by-play as good as you, though, is what I need to know?
Oh, everyone on RSN, right? Everyone, top-notch broadcasters. So it looks like in the third quarter, Tri-Township is up 31-29.
Oh, close game there.
So should be a good one. Tri-Township lost to the Senators.
Are they playing Washington? Is that who they're playing?
Yeah,
Washington?
So Tri-Township, they beat Morgan for the cup going into this tournament, undefeated in conference.
So Morgan had the cup and the keg then,
They
correct?
did.
Now, how often does that happen?
It happens every once in a while.
Yeah.
You get
That's
nice,
a pretty tough feat, though, to do that, right?
Yes, it is. Even this is the first tournament where all 8 teams are represented in the semifinal brackets.
Okay, nice.
So Hale attacks the basket,
Another
not
good
there.
offensive board.
And that's Kenda. He's like, hey, I've got you.
Yeah, I'll clean it up for you, buddy.
So Batesel working Saki going, passes back out to Rowland for 3. No good. Hale able to rebound.
Boone Grove had a lot of good they're having a lot of good looks with that 3, Matt, just not able to knock it down tonight.
That's all about percentages, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at percentages, and you can see that. And Kenda's wide open, and Saki gets the assist.
The weak side just got caught too high again on that one. That's a couple times this quarter we've seen that. There's a lack of rotation on the defensive side there.
Batesel almost put too much spin on that ball to get that back out. Stevens find it.
Good pass.
Cutting Rowland on the baseline.
That was a nice pass.
Wolves with the press. Roy collected, getting it up to Kenda, to the corner to his brother, and up and in. Left-handed shot is good. Noonan passes back to Rowland. Open. Hits both sides of the rim and nothing in.
I tell you what, Josh Kenda has had a great half this second half. Been huge for Hebron in some of those matchups.
That's a big difference maker. Hustle play there by the Hawks, but he'll stay with Boone Grove.
I mean, I think he's got 12 now for the game. And I want to say probably most of it. He might have had a bucket. Might have had a bucket in the first. I can't remember now. He might have had a bucket in the first half, but most of his points has come in the second half for sure.
And that's it. You got to take the shots as the defense gives them to you, and he's been the open man. I mean, you circle Hale, you circle Roy. That's had a timeout there by Batesel.
And he really, for Josh, a lot of his buckets, Matt, it felt like it came at a time where they needed to stop a run or stop. Boone Grove had a couple of, buckets, couple turnovers, but Josh would come back and kind of stop the run, with a bucket. So.
And it's that ball movement that Hebron has had all game long. Being able to move the ball not to around the perimeter, but they'll have someone attack the basket, either Hale or Roy or Saki, and then they're able to make that extra pass. And that's it. I mean, that's one thing that has put the Hawks, that and free throws, of getting their scoring this evening. So we have 2 minutes and 46 seconds, and Boone Grove needing to get some buckets in a hurry here as they are down 36-54.
For this game, right, clearly, barring a miracle, right, Hebron should have this in the game. I think it's important, though, that Hebron stays locked in and finishes this game strong, because they're going to have a tough game against either a very good Westville team or a very good Morgan team Monday night, for the championship. That's going to be the winner coming out of that game. It's going to be a tough matchup.
Yes, it is. And you have starters in for the Hawks still fighting. Batesel bringing the ball up to the top of the floor over to Noonan. Noonan back to Stevens. Stevens, jumper, good.
Good bucket. That's a nice bucket.
Nice little play after that timeout. Roy going to the wing, but the ball's reversed. Roy settling things back down. Saki just playing hot potato back and forth. Skip pass.
Doing a good job using the clock there. Keeping the clock as their friend.
Batesel finally looking to foul just late on that. Hale, Roy.
Almost a turnover there. And then they're going to call a reaching timeout. There we go.
Timeout.
30-second, I believe.
30-second timeout called by Hebron. So because of the snow, championship games pushed to Monday evening. You can find coverage right here on Region Sports Network.
Both games will be here, correct?
Both games will be at Boone Grove. I believe the girls' game would start at 5:30, and then the boys' game would start at 7. So I believe times have changed from programs and other things. You can check Porter County Conference Facebook page for any details with that. So Hebron Boone Grove in this semifinal. Then we have Morgan Westville coming up after this. We'll be having a new link for that game.
That game is going to be a dogfight.
Yes, it will. Yeah, both evenly matched. It'll come down to defense, most likely. Who wants to play and get those loose balls?
Good
as
cut.
Winsma cuts to the basket.
Nice cut.
56-34. Batesel attacking the basket. Saki on him. Kenda the rebound. Roy.
I still don't think Boone Grove has shot a free throw.
No,
Matt?
they have not. Hebron playing very well this half. Corey Noonan with the foul.
It is pretty rare to play a whole game and not shoot one free throw, right?
It is. I mean, that's one thing, going up strong, and that's for the Wolves. They tried going into the paint, but they kept getting blocked by Ben Kenda and then Hale, and they stopped attacking that basket. As there is
Nice take by Roy.
Yes. So 58-38. And there's an attack by Stevens finally.
And they're finally going.
That was
Yeah,
Stevens.
you're right. Minute left. Finally, I think going to shoot their first free throw.
Yes.
I'm sure the coaching staff for Boone Grove was thinking, finally, we get a
Exactly.
we get a
Finally
call.
going to the line.
Finally get a call going our way.
So number 23, Ben Truby, checking in for the Wolves. Stevens, free throw rolls out. Roy, in no hurry. Wolves want to put a little pressure on Noonan. Following that, there we have a pass to Weaver. And Weaver able to connect, 60-40. Three-point basket, Noonan, no good. Weaver, rebound. Weaver in control. Back and forth. Foul by Noonan. We're going to have some substitutions getting some playing time.
Got the I believe we will win cheer going on for Hebron.
Bench mobs are coming in. Number 12, Lucas. Number 30, Sullivan for the Wolves. Number 25, Peeler. Winsma back in. 32.
Now 15 seconds away from Hebron being.
Don't want to turn over, but there it is. Noonan.
Three ball in the corner.
Three by Lucas, no good. 5 seconds left.
Hebron was
and
dribbling
Peeler
out.
Relaxes. 60-40 is your score. We're going to take a break and come back with our award winners. You're watching Game Night in the PCC, presented by Morris Motor Service on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
How far would you go to live another game night in the region? Well, lucky for you, you don't have to go far at all. At Region Sports Network, we have a collection of over thousands of games, ranging from last week to the 1960s. Now, you can relive the thrilling victories, heartbreaking defeats, and all the things that make Region Sports so great. Talk to us here at RSN and help us remember the region. Please visit Remember the Region with the link on the screen or through our link tree found on all of our social media platforms. #RememberTheRegion.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Welcome back. You're watching Game Night in the PCC on the Region Sports Network. We have a Strack and Van Til scoreboard update. 32-30, Tri-Township for the girls' side of the bracket. So Tri-Township into the fourth quarter. I believe there is 3 minutes, 30 seconds left.
What was the score?
32-30.
Dude.
So
awesome.
Good game going over at South Central. So you have that. We have award winners for this game. Thank you, David Walters, for getting us on straight with the
incredible stats.
With the stats this evening. So we're going to go with the Lantern Man, or Crow Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. The Crow Companies are proud to recognize the superheroes on the basketball court. Who are we going to put that cape on?
I'll tell you what, the cape. I think we gotta put it on the sophomore tonight, Matt.
Okay.
Josh Kenda.
Josh Kenda for the Hebron Hawks. Yes.
I thought in that second half, man, really took control of the paint. I know he had a couple buckets in the first half, but that second half really took control, scored some buckets, getting rebounds like crazy too. I mean, him and his brother, you could probably give it to either one of them too. But I thought Josh, being a sophomore, having the game he had, the PCC semifinals, I mean, you got to throw that cape on him. I think you just got to give it to him.
So yeah. Josh Kenda getting the Crow Company's Lantern Man Superhero of the Game. Crow Companies have offices open from 9 to 7 Monday through Friday and Saturdays until 2 in Highland, Maryville, and Michigan City. So we go to the blue-collar player of the game, the person that comes in doing what they can, making the difference, being reliable. Who do you have with the blue-collar player of the game, the invisible lunchbox?
I tell you, you mentioned his name several times, and I love anytime somebody can come in off the bench and give you a good shot in the arm with some buckets, with some defense. I think he finished with 11 points. Wasn't the leading scorer. Trevor Rory was a leading scorer for Hebron with 14. But we got to give that the invisible lunchbox. I think the Spencer Winsma coming off the bench with 11 points tonight, hit a couple big threes.
Yes, he did.
In that first half. And really, when he came on the court, his presence was known for sure.
So the blue-collar player of the game is presented by Region Sports Network. Goes to Spencer Winsma. And then we have the play of the game brought to you by Region Sports Network. What play stands out in your mind here at the end of this game won by the Hawks? 60-40. They kind of went on a couple of different runs.
Yeah. I tell you what, I don't know if it's – I know I cheated and did this the other night on our game, but I'm going to cheat again.
Do it, yes.
I'm just going to have to give it to the big guys, the plays that they were making on the defensive end.
Yes.
I mean, they really changed the whole tempo for Boone Grove in that game, as you saw them be a little hesitant to go in because whether it was Ben coming out of nowhere, Josh, whether it was Landon, I mean, all three of them gentlemen had blocks tonight, and not just a block. I mean, they had three.
Multiples. That's Landon Hale in the second quarter coming up and getting good key blocks.
Yeah, I think he had three in that second quarter.
The Wolves from penetrating into the paint. So.
And it really just shifted the whole dynamic, I think, of Boone Grove. They started settling a lot more with those outside shots, I think, because of that. So, again, I'm cheating. The plays of the game, I'm going to have to give it to the big man inside just protecting that rim tonight.
There you have it. So, Hebron Hawks trio of defenders blocking the Wolves from attacking the paint.
Am I allowed to do that 2 times in a row?
We did it.
Okay,
so
all right, there you go.
It has to happen. So information-wise, we will be going on at 7:20. No one is going to be taking the floor for the next 20 minutes at least. So we'll have other links available on Facebook and YouTube and regionsports.com. We do have a Strackman Till scoreboard update with 58 seconds left. Washington Township is up 35-32.
Oh.
So,
boy, that's a nail biter.
Little shift there. But for this video stream, we'll call it an end, and we will meet back up with you as Morgan Township will take on Westville. I'd like to thank executive producer Chris Ramirez, our operation manager Rich Castillo, coordinating producer Zach Miller, and our sports director Mike Dewan. Our broadcasting crew, myself, Matt Welsen, and I thank you, Mr. Matt Willingham, for responding to my text again. So
hey, man, always an honor to be here. Always an honor to be here.
Would like to thank the man that makes it happen, Justin Cole, producer of the game, coming in clutch. So he had to work through some technology issues, but did a great job with that. And Zach Miller also on camera. I'd like to thank the coaches from Hebron, Mike Grenis, and coach from Boone Grove, Dean Hill, and our ADs. The athletic directors have a very tough job. Josh Russell, you'll see him sweeping the floor right now, hosting this semifinal and championship game here at Boone Grove. But we'd like to thank Todd Adamczyk as well for allowing us to do this broadcast. And lastly, thank you to the viewers at home on Facebook.com/RegionSports, YouTube.com/RegionSports, RegionSports.com, and IHSAATV.org. You are watching Game Night in the PCC, presented by Morris Motor Service on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.